All right, awesome instructors. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this. Okay, tonight ends the current tally, I guess, what do you want to call it, for the Harvest Cash. And I'm gonna put out a promotion or I guess a recognition on it tonight. Kenny and I have been just working our butts off today and haven't put it out yet, but I'm gonna read them off to you guys. I'm super proud. I mean, you guys, a lot of work was done, and there's a lot of cash being paid out, which is great. Let's see, where's my tally? There it is. So I'll go in order. And by the way, Niall, you are like so close to the dinner and even more cash, like so close. So we'll wait and see, but right at the moment, you've got $1,200 in travel cash. And that's going to be added to your wine ambassador payout this Friday.
Wow. That's incredible.
And you just had your head down. You've got your goals, which we're really proud of you. You just, Kenny and I cannot thank you enough. What you guys don't know is Niall also has been helping us do a massive cleanup for, well, we only thought it was gonna be like 9 months, but it's been 2 years. But in addition to that, he was able to just get the team going and just follow the system. Donna, you're getting $800 on Friday for travel cash. Priscilla Ashley is also getting $800 for travel cash. Deanna Young is getting $800 for travel cash. Coming from us, coming from way out there in the frozen tundra of Nova Scotia, that's gonna be a very helpful thing for her airfare tickets, right? Linda Horn is getting $400 in travel cash. Stacy, you're getting $400 in travel cash. Nell Galinsky is getting $400 in travel cash. And Kathleen Metzler is getting $400 in travel cash. And that'll be added to your Friday, available in your funds, this wallet this Friday. So you have it ahead of time. That ends that promotional period, and we're right on to the next one. And the next one literally starts in 2 hours. So 2 hours. So, midnight Eastern, we're on the 17th. We're on the next promotion, which is this one right here. And this is, I guess I could state it with the instructors. We're going to another location, which we'll announce in a couple weeks. Right, babe? She was going to mute me. Look at that look.
I almost did. I almost did.
I was going to mute you too. I got you, Tanya.
Thanks, babe.
So we're going to a very awesome location next year, and it's June 13th to the 20th, which is why our promotion will end on April 16th, 2022. So that's literally 8 months from today. 8 months. 8 months to get the points here necessary to attend leadership. And so I want to stress a couple things on this, and then I'm going to go into a whole different area that I'm going to need some help with the MSIs on here. Tanny and I want you guys at these leadership retreats. We want you at all the events. There is an absolute positive indication of growth from event to event to event to event. And having them every 6 months is to me is a minimum. That's why when we couple up with Costa for the Bella Vita events, they're every 6 months. That's, to me, a minimum. Momentum starts dropping. You got to build it back up. Get your team together. Recharge your goals, your whys, your vision where you're trying to go. Right? It's so necessary. Tanya and I are resetting our stuff all the time. We have set trips we go on, and they're nothing but us to focus on. Okay, where are we at? Where have we come from? What have we done wrong? We got to tweak and fix and go forward. You got to set time aside for that, and that's what we get to do with our teams at these events. Okay. Leadership, though, it's a whole nother level for us. We get to have very, very direct, distinctive conversations with you and share in more, hardcore trainings. Like, we can really break it open. And we like to do them in very good locations and try to get more and more, time to enjoy those locations. But we want you guys to have the lifestyle where you can go around the world whenever, wherever you want. That's the lifestyle, right? I mean, Tanya and we're planning January, February, March of next year already we're pretty much not going to be in Utah for several months. We're going to be seeing a lot of the world, right? And working, right? That's what we're doing. And hopefully, as these borders open up and we get past this, guys, we're building business in Europe. We want to go, I want to take Tanya through a lot of the stuff there and have her meet a lot of my friends out there. We've got the means to do it. We just don't want to be doing it alone. We want you guys to be coming with us and going places with us. So we're setting these bars up. So we're going to start pressing you guys so you can get there. The leadership retreat for 2022, I'm going to tell you this. If you've never been on a retreat, let's make this the one. Let's set the goal right now. You got 8 months. I'm going to show you how this breaks down in a second too. So I'm going to walk you guys through this. We're going to get some graphics made. This starts tomorrow. I just had to go over the calculations for price and how the points get earned. This was going to be higher. I think I told everybody that the Destin one, we threw some considerations to keep the points down. So I'm going to tell you what we did. And I'm going to be I want more people there. Tanya and I want more people there. We want to have, if we can get 200 people at a leadership retreat, oh my gosh, the power we're going to have. Like, we're going to be able to help a lot more people, because that means we can really invest in 200 instructors. I like to see 50 to 100 go next year, if not more. I know we can get there, but it's up to you guys. I mean, everyone here. So we have 173 on here. So, so there's 171 outside of Tanya and myself that should be absolutely 100% there at the event. And I'm going to walk you guys through how I set this up. If you are an individual and you started today, you got 8 months, you can absolutely make a leadership retreat. I'm going to show you the numbers in just a second. If you've got a team of 1 instructor you're working with, absolutely can make it to leadership retreat. You have a team of 2 instructors that you're working with that are actively working as instructors and working, you can absolutely make it. And if you've got more than 2 instructors that are working with you, that you personally brought in, or they're in your team that are working to build up, like within the first 2 generations of your leadership, there is no reason you shouldn't make this, period, no reason. And if you've got a bigger team, that's your reward for having a bigger team. If you have a bigger team, Tanya and I work with you to say, okay, you need to get 10 leaders to this next retreat. You need to get 5 leaders to this next retreat. Donna, Niall, Donna, I know your top 5, you guys should all have 10 instructors making the next leadership retreat. And that just grows the volumes and where we're trying to go as a group. So I'm going to go over all this. Here's the points, and I'm going to let you guys know we're not doing the we're not going to be doing the outings like we did in the other stuff. We're not intimate anymore. We're going to start seeing some growth. We already are. Okay. So I got with our IBO partnership, and we worked out some math. And you guys, even though this is a wine ambassador trip, it's our main control point where we can do things. We have a lot more resources coming in, which means we can give kick-ass retreats using the funds of the contributing marketing partners that we have. All right. And I promise you, like the Cash Network Direct, and I know we've kind of broke it. We'll get that going, right, Stacy? But the Cash Network Direct, we've set aside a process of that entire program that's going to fund into these as well. We're building up a self-liquidating, marketing budget so that we can have incredible retreats, not just okay. I'm going to let you guys know that it was 600 points for Destin, and we said it was going to be higher. And what we did is we're not going to be doing like the special spa retreat or the boat excursion. We're getting too big. And also it's just we want to give you guys open time to do more at the actual event. Like, we're going to pack in the training. We're going to overwhelm you, but you're going to have some time to enjoy the local scenery of where we're going. And especially this next destination, it's going to be good to enjoy it, but we want you guys to realize you could go there you could go live there if you wanted to. The money that we can make is available to change your lifestyle. And that's the real thing we want you guys to impose on it. Tanya and I get to go to beautiful resorts all the time. It's our life. It's not a once a year thing or once every 5 years things. It's whenever we want to go throughout the year. And we want you guys to achieve that, to be able to live that way. It's very awesome. Okay. And if you take your grandkids, and sometimes we even take our kids. Sometimes we take them too. Sometimes. All right. So 5 days, 4 nights, and that's based on shared rooms. That means we pair people up. Honestly, being paired up is not a bad thing. Sometimes you get some really good people to learn from, and that becomes part of the thing as well. We've done a pretty good job on the pairings, and that's a shared room. You guys, these are very expensive rooms. It's called a modified inclusive. And where we're going has an incredible experience for that. So basically, breakfast is all provided, and then there is we have our meeting room time and everything else, and then there's like light snacks and stuff throughout the day. About 2 o'clock, so the juices and stuff and beverages are there. And then in the evening, there's a cocktail hors d'oeuvre, couple hours and this one's going to have what they consider fine wines. They're not our wines; they're fine wines. It's an amazing allotment, but it's a really awesome atmosphere. And then we got everything that's at the resort. Okay, it's an amazing resort. You guys will see it on Labor Day. If you don't know where we're going already, you'll see it on Labor Day. But you also got the ability to earn airfare and get your own room. Okay, and that's what these point breakdowns are. This is this 600 point thing to get there. I'm just gonna let you guys know it shouldn't even be this low, but looking at what we think the averages are going to come in at, and taking all the funds from our partnering marketing contributions that we got lined up last year for this year or next year, we were able to drop the points down. So that's where we put it to get more people there. All right. There is a commitment, a financial commitment to make that happen with some of our partners. You guys, that IBO program has been one of the biggest godsends I've ever seen in marketing. And we do have some issues that come up. It's a banking thing, but man, they've really worked through some stuff. And I know, just so you guys know, I mean, Jim coordinates with Tanya and I both on all this. If there's issues and they're coming through, Tanya's been getting on there too to help out, because we want to make sure it's a really good experience for everybody, but also deal with the problems when they come in. That's what you do in business. It's how you deal with the problems. Every company runs a very tight ship when it's good. It's when problems happen, you see the true colors of what's behind it. And I got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed with them. Now, the IBO guys will be in Orlando. Jerry will be there, and I think Louis is coming out. So you guys can actually meet them and everything else. Chloe will be there too, so you guys can see all that. But I'm going to tell you guys, the more we do as instructors to keep the process going and share this while we have slots. We just had another 100 slots open up, 102 actually, open up this week. I don't even know what to tell you guys. Like, they kept telling me like, hey, Rory, I think we're going to max out. And I was like, okay, well, I'm sure something will come around. We've gotten 1 week, we got to where we maxed out the slots. And then the next week we had another 50, another 50, another 50. So anyway, another 102 just opened up. So, and we have people that have been fixing their credit, getting things in there. We've had people wait a year to get in because of their credit. That system is awesome. And it's just, we just got to get more people to take advantage of it and not just sit back because they have the extra money coming in. But the IBO guys stepped up big for this. They've stepped up big for us on a couple of things, and they're going to be there. And just make sure you guys thank them. This is an amazing thing that we have. Okay, so the 5 days, 4 nights, based on shared rooms, 600 points. Is there anybody that's on here that was only there the 5 days in the last one? Jackie, is there anybody on here? Tony Thomas. All right, I'm going to unmute you, Tony.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, you went home early, right?
Yep.
Well, you went home on time, but it was early because you could have got the bigger trip. Are you going to make the bigger trip this time, or are you happy with this the few days?
I enjoyed myself totally. I wished I could have stayed for the last 2 days, but the first 5 days was definitely worth the effort. And I only missed it by like 25 points.
I know, you got really close.
575. Yeah.
It makes it really hard for Tanya and I when people are really close. Like Niall, like he's so close to getting dinner with us in Napa. But you got to have fine lines on it. So, but you know what it's like now. I expect you to hit the minimum 7 days.
Well, I'm really going to work on it.
Yeah, I have absolute faith in that. Okay, so let's see. Do we have Jackie on here? Let's see. We have Jackie in here, right? I just gotta find her. Jackie.
Asked her unmute.
Jackie.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, Dallas.
Hello, Utah. Yes, I'm going to be there 7 days.
But the 5 days, was that kind of a teaser for you?
You know what? It was a fabulous time. I learned a lot. I was very blessed to be there, but I was very jealous that I didn't get to stay 2 extra days. And I will be there 7 days, Mr. Rory.
I know you will be. That's why I'm bringing it up.
If I can interrupt though, Roy, for just a second.
You can always interrupt, baby.
The thing is, this leadership retreat that we just did, the one this year, this was really how we aim to go for the rest of them. It's kind of like us setting the stage. It's just going to get better because that was our trial run, right? And it's going to get better and better. And truthfully, those first 5 days are packed with trainings and information and one-on-ones and dinners and different things like that. So that's why you want to stay the extra time so that you can have the downtime and enjoy the area that you're there and with, and also the people that you're there with. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there.
I'll tell you guys this next location, I'm gonna get teary. It's awesome. And I set goals that I would be taking a leadership team to this location. And we set this up 2 years ago. Like we're ahead that far. Like we're already looking for the location in 2023. And we want to just share like incredibleness with you guys. Like that's what we want. It's not fun by just ourselves. It's so much more fun when you guys are all there with us. So I'm seeing the people that went to the last one. We should everybody that went last time should be bringing somebody with them. You should have somebody rising up with you, right? And we have time to do it. We have people that aren't even in our business yet that are going to make it to leadership. We're going to have people that see this and just turn on. All right, so I'm going to break this down a little bit. I had another area in here, and I'm just going to tell you guys they set the adjustment points on the value. And 600 points based on what I'm going to show you guys here is so doable, but you guys got a calendar. You got to make it happen, and you got to start doing it like today. All right. And I'm gonna just tell you guys, I would shoot for the higher points. Shoot for 1,500. Shoot for 1,800. Shoot for the 2,100 because getting your airfare as well is going to be awesome. But then if you fall a little bit short, you're still going to get there. You're still going to get there. And the 7 days, 6 nights, you're going to get a lot more experience time, but it's not just, going to see the sites. It's the camaraderie and the people you get to, talk to and understand and resonate with. We got people that took years to kick in. It took years and then they finally got it kicked down. Now they're going. What you don't see too often, we've done, how many leaderships have we done, babe? 1, 2, 3, 4? 4?
Are you talking here? Or?
Well, Triple R. We blended them into Wine Ambassador ever since we started with Wine Ambassador on the leadership, but we've always drawn more and more people. It's
4. I think there's been 4.
Yeah.
Our whole life, though.
I'm gonna put someone on the spot right now just because she's in my window. Oh, I just lost her from my window. Dina Harding.
Oh yeah, good one.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna make it to the next leadership?
You know it.
No, you are.
I'm ready.
Perfect.
I'll need it for the next one, but I got it.
No, you never know. It's always a good thing to go there with that.
Yep.
So you got a pretty good pattern going already. Like, you're selling PBSs every week.
Yes.
That's all it's going to take. So I'm gonna be there in just a second, but you guys will see, like, if you make one of these, you don't ever want to miss it again. And it's fun for us to create a way where you can have on these experiences. We can save you the thousands and thousands of dollars because you've earned it. You earn it and get paid. It's double pay. This is like double, triple dipping in the comp plan, but we get to invest in you as a leadership of the company to achieve what we want to achieve. So I'm going to go over the points here in a second, but the point system is based on, and it's always going to be like this. There might be some deviations or some things we add or include, but it's always going to be like this. And it's a mathematical process. But 600 points will get you there, shared room. 800 points will get you there the 7 days, 7 days, 6 nights in a shared room. And then 1,500 points will get you your own room, not shared. Some of us like that. And then, or you can bring a spouse. Now, I bring that up as an option. I'll tell you that sometimes your spouse isn't that involved in your business and you want to go dive in with others, but it is your option. Or you just have your whole room to yourself and not bring a spouse. Okay. Or you can get, you can share a room and get $500 in airfare credit. So all those things are things we will finalize at the end of April, and then we get it set, and then everybody shows up and we're there. The rooms and the views are insane. So it's going to be even. It's going to be a spectacular place. Okay. That being said, I'm going to go over the points here on how we earn points, and I want to break it down so there's no question. And that's what I wanted to do with you guys today as we get this going, have it recorded. So when you bring on a new customer, this right here is new customer of your customer. I added this one. Okay. So if you're a new customer, if you bring in a new customer, you get 5 points. If your customer refers a customer, you get 5 points. Now, this needed to be spelled out. It was actually kind of running that way before. There's a new thing that we're rolling out in at the Harvest event. Pretty exciting thing that's going to be good for customer acquisitions, and every one of us is going to want to take advantage of that. We'll walk you through it, but that's why I added that this time. New ambassadors are worth 10 points. Your personal ambassadors brings on an ambassador. Doesn't matter on that stuff. You get points that on the next 2 generations of it. We give you heavy points for them activating the marketing tools. It's because we want everybody to have those tools, and there's some new additions to those tools that come out. That come out they'll be announced at Harvest. Okay. I'll tell you guys that Grapevine system is going to get better and better and better. We're adding more and more to it. That's always been the intent, was we're going to pack that with more and more value into that all-encompassing system. So there's a lot of emphasis and points for that getting. If your ambassador activates $59.95 marketing tools, mega points are added at this point. This is not going to remain this high, but right now, based on the emphasis we're doing on there, we did put a lot of points on that. 20 points, and then 10 and 10. I think it might go down one more level, but whatever that is, it's on there. Then we have the unboxing videos and the wine social events and cooking on the wine show. And I'm going to point this out. 600 points over 8 months. 8 months, okay? If you guys have a wine social in your home or at a friend's home, you need to have at least 5 people in attendance. I don't know why this keeps shooting down. That's 40 points a month. If you do 1 wine social every month and you do your unboxing, that's 40 points. Now the cooking on the Wine and Dine show, MSI gets points for hosting that month, but everybody else, it's just based on cooking. So that's something you get, it bumps in here, but it's not something you get every month. You get it as you do the cooking. We spread it around. But 40 points are points you can get every month, and 8 times 40 is 320. So over half of your points for getting to the leadership can come from you doing the actual participation. Has nothing to do with enrolling anybody. It's just exposure. And that's to help compensate you to do those parties and maybe do the charcuterie boards and justify the expense and the time and the effort. We know it pushes a lot of people's comfort. Okay. And there is, it's an awesome undertaking to do, and it gets, people exposure to the wine. And it's something that you can do in the right way. And we've been spending a lot of time on the Saturday trainings covering how to do a wine social, but the social events are good for exposure. And, if you only gain 1 customer here and there, that's building. It's getting it out there, getting them to taste our wines and getting some exposure to it once a month. That is worth massive, massive points towards getting to leadership. It's over half of what you need can come from participation. And if you're cooking on the Wine and Dine show during that part, that's another 25 points. That brings it up to 345 of those points are not even from bringing on customers or any of the tools. Like I just want you guys to understand how attainable that has become.
So I've already done the math, Rory. Sorry. If you do the wine hosting like you're talking about, and you do an unboxing, all you need is 3 wine ambassadors and 1 customer every month.
Yeah. So I'm going to go over something for you on that. So I wanted you guys just to see how the points are, but yeah, this is so doable. It's like, it's almost lazy doable, but it's going to be consistency to get there no matter what. 8 months to do there is a long time. And that means we have people that come in here halfway and still knock it out. You know, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? What are you willing to do? You know, and if you're bringing in 5 PBSs a week, you're going to, you know, they may not all sign up in wine right away, but they're going to sign up during those 8 months. If you train them and you keep them in the system, they're going to see the value of it and come in. So it pays you for doing the consistency. You know, our top instructors are hitting 8 out of 10 into wine because they present it properly. They understand it. That's what we get to work on together, and it just builds up. Okay. So here goes the earning breakdown for earning the trip. Overall point goal is 600 in this scenario. Points needed monthly is 75. If you're doing the social and the unboxing, you only need 35 points. Just like Niall was saying, that's it. And if you do 1 a week, points from building, if you do 1 a week, 1 person a week, right? That's 40. That's going to be more than enough that you need. If you're doing this, and you only need 35 points to hit that 75 for the minimum of 600 points in 8 months. If you're doing 1 a week, you'll get there. If you're doing 1 social a month, 1 unboxing a month, and 1 a week, you're going to get the 600 points by yourself, no group activity. You don't need a group activity. If you're doing 2 a week, you're going to get there and then some. You're doing 3 a week, obviously you're going to get there and then some. If you're doing 4 a week, which is pretty much full time, that's a pretty good pace. I'm not going to lie. You're absolutely going to get there. Okay. Now this is where you're going to need some group activity and stuff to kick in. So let's say, how many points do we want to get, Niall? 800.
No, 1,500.
Well, let's
Okay,
just go to the next
we'll go
level
to
up,
800.
800. You need 100 points a month. If you're doing the wine unboxing and 1 social, that's only 40. You only need 60 points a month. If you're doing 1 a week, your group only needs to bring in 20 points. So that's if you have a little bit of a group, you're going to get 800 points if you just do 1 a week. You do 2 a week, you're going to get there and then some. 3 a week, there and get some. 4 a week, there and get some. What's the next level? 1,500. You need 187.5 points a month. You're doing that unboxing and the socials for your 40. That means building, you need 147.5. We know you can't personally put that many people in. It's a sequence. It's a process. But if you bring in 1 a week, you need 147 points. You're only going to need 107.5 from your team. So if your team's pretty strong on the left, pretty strong on the right, or even just strong on one side, group activity can get you 107 points. If your group's bringing in a couple every week too. So if you're helping your team, you're helping your instructors do this and teach them to do 1 a week, you only need a couple doing 1 a week to hit this type of number. If you got 3 or 4 doing 1 a week, you're going to hit this number. Now, if you're doing 2 a week, you only need 1 or 2 doing one a week or 2 a week, and you're going to get there. If you're doing 3 a week, you only need 1 person doing 1 every, like 2, 3 in a month, and you're there. Like it just gets easier. And if you're doing 4 a week by yourself, okay, you can get there. That's what I want you to see. But obviously, look how much easier it is with your group. The bigger your group is, the less points you need to carry on yourself to get to leadership. Because we give you points for building your team. That's what you're supposed to be doing here. We reward you for the right activity. Sheila, I'm going to ask you to unmute for a sec.
Yes, sir.
Does this make sense to you?
Very much so.
So you were in Destin. That was your first leadership, right?
Yes,
All right, do you want to go to the next one?
I will be there.
Perfect. But you see, like, and if you help your team get there, right?
Yep,
Now you had Shar from your team there too,
yep,
right? You and Shar were both there. We know Char's gonna go.
definitely.
I mean, she's in full retirement, coming here full time in like days,
Day
Right.
4.
4 days. And it's on our calendar. Between you and Shar just doing 1 a week each, this is gonna kind of happen on its own. If you guys just stretch and do 2 a week each, done. At this level.
Yep.
And
Got
at
it.
15 I just want you guys to see what the numbers are. 1,500, you can have your own room, or you can be sharing a room and have $500 towards airfare. Which, for where we're going, the average will be right around that or a little bit more to get to where we're going. Now, the next one I'll show you. We'll go to 1,800. You need 225 points a month. You're getting from activity, you get if you do the 40. So I mean, if I take this out, it's just more. But if you're doing a wine social once a month with at least 5 people, right? And you're doing that unboxing, that really helps these points out, right? And then points from building monthly, 185. That's where it comes into. So like you need a team that's pretty active. That's going to be like you growing, 14, 15 a week from your team. If you have, 5 instructors each doing 3, great. If you have 10 instructors doing 1.5, great. If you have 20 instructors doing 1 a week, you're gonna crush this and then some. So what this does is reward those that build it right. To build a team that's duplicating, it takes extra work, it takes a lot of love that you don't see a lot of reward for right up front. But these leadership things are designed for leadership and especially at the higher levels. When you've got a lot more people to train, let them come to these, get them here, because then Tanya and I get to help you get them to the next level, which helps everybody get to bigger goals. I want you guys to see that we put this in place to help you guys in big ways, to help break through barriers of taste in both leadership ability and income earning ability. We're working on this MSI elite level, which is above the MSIs. We call it the elite. And that's where we're looking for those that want to learn how to make, $1 million plus a year doing what we do. Do you know how you get there? You got to help a lot of people. You got to build a nice, solid team of instructors. You got to put a lot of time and energy to teach everybody how to fish on their own. This isn't one of those things you got to work harder and harder and harder. You work smart. And if you train people right, you get the reward of the benefit of what they residually teach and bring others in because you taught them right. But we don't expect you to teach them by yourself. That's why we do these leadership retreats, so Tanya and I can help you train your people and your instructors to help everybody work right. I just want you guys to understand that.